This morning for you on Daybreak, the Chamber of Commerce is in Kentucky to learn more about job growth.
And we'll explain how business startups are making a big impact in the workforce.
Plus, the impacts of vaping leaves a Missouri man dead. We'll have more stories about that and details about that and more coming up this morning on Daybreak.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. It's Friday, September 20th. I'm Lauren Barnes.
And I'm Joe Morano as we are here getting set to help you kick off your weekend right now. And I'm excited to check in with Hannah Zettel because she'll have a lot to talk about with what's happening this weekend.
She does. Some events going on around the Ozarks, and it dipped below 90 as a high, so I have self-proclaimed that it's sweater weather for me.
Sweater weather?
It always is in the studio, just to be fair.
Very true, it is. But we're hoping below 90. Will it stay around there? We're not really sure. Is it still going to be summer-like this weekend? This is why we check in with Elisa Rappa.
We were close to a record again yesterday. We've got some tropical remnants that arrived today, and that will take those temperatures back closer to average, feeling a little bit more September-like.
It still, I noticed, was pretty warm walking out the door today, though, to start the morning.
And you'll find that through all next week, even as we keep some storm chances and clouds during the day, we'll stay warm on the overnights. Still in the 70s this morning. Clouds keep us warm on the overnight, so again, that will still be the case as we head through the next couple of days. It's 74 degrees in Springfield on south and east winds at 7 miles per hour. We've got clouds out there this morning, a partly cloudy start, but dry. What we're tracking for later on today is the remnants of Imelda. These head north and arrive in the Ozarks later on today. So dry start and warm too. 70 degrees in Branson, it's 69 in Harrison and 70 in Mountain Grove. Still humid out there with that moisture in place. It feels sticky. Dry roads to start, but we'll have some showers and storms arrive later on today. So we could have some wet roads by dismissal and the evening commute. 83 degrees by dismissal, kids. Much cooler with a couple of showers and storms possible. For those Friday night football games, we're looking at a couple of storms still possible, mostly cloudy, and those temperatures holding warm in the 70s. So Imelda remnants get here today. We'll have a slow front this weekend, one nice day next week, and then a couple of more rounds of showers and storms to talk about. Your full forecast is up in 10 minutes.
The city of Springfield is making an effort right now to help job growth among other factors to build upon. The Chamber of Commerce and 84 others in the public and private sector are actually in Lexington, Kentucky to learn what they can apply here. Lexington is of similar demographic to Springfield, and the focuses on this trip will be on improving diversity and workforce development. They also plan to observe a few community events and may add more of them here in town.
New statistics show startups are making a big difference in the workforce. Missouri startups account for nearly 80% of all new jobs across the state, according to MoSourceLink, a resource to help startups grow. We took a look at local startup here in Springfield. It's called Compatio. It's a tech company designed to find products that are compatible with other products so they're easier to find and buy. We asked both the founder and one of the employees of Compatio why they believe startups are contributing to the spike in jobs across the state.
What's great about a startup being in Missouri is that the environment of the Midwest is such a good workers. They have such good work ethic in the Midwest, and the overhead to start a startup in Missouri is so low compared to either of the coasts too. I think it's super important for Missouri to get on the technological band.
As this workforce and the way we get work done changes, I think that we need to have companies locally that have a stake in this, that are using these kinds of technologies to help business at the local level, and that's part of our goal too.
And how about this? MoSourceLink says Missouri startups defined as first-time employers in 2018 with fewer than 20 employees created more than 40,000 jobs.
A new study ranks Springfield as the #1 city in the country for high concentration of hospitals. And according to the Healthcare Cost Institute, that's not good news. The organization looked at more than 100 metro areas, including every major U.S. city, and found that Springfield is the closest to what is a hospital monopoly. The study compared hospital insurance claims over 4 years, and in most markets, patients faced fewer choices due to smaller numbers of hospital systems. Because of the lack of competition, higher prices and bills are typically associated, yet Springfield is 6% still below the national cost average. One of the biggest causes of this is hospital mergers, and another factor is many patients getting care more locally instead of traveling regionally. Springfield is 7 times more concentrated than cities like Philadelphia or New York.
In today's medical coverage, the deadly effects of vaping have now taken the life of a Missouri man in his mid-40s. He died this week in St. Louis after starting to vape just a few months ago. This is now the 8th vaping-related death in the U.S. The CDC also released yesterday that more than 500 people have been battling lung injuries likely from vaping. The St. Louis man developed mild respiratory symptoms sometime last month, and those conditions worsened until his passing this week. The Department of Health and Senior Services started requiring reports of possible vaping illnesses late last month. Since then, it's received 22 reports from across the state. Now, here's what we're looking at here. Some symptoms that have been reported include coughing or shortness of breath, nausea, fatigue, fever, weight loss, and an elevated heart rate. The department and the CDC advise anyone experiencing these symptoms to seek medical care.
You're right to know this morning. An Illinois man has drowned after falling off of a dock on Lake of the Ozarks Wednesday. He was suffering from a medical issue when the incident happened and was pulled from the water before Highway Patrol arrived, but he was not able to survive.
A new phone scam is circulating in Newton County. This time, when a caller reaches a victim, they claim someone's social security number has been compromised. Then someone posing as law enforcement is added onto the call and attempts to get personal information from the victim while pretending to help them fix the situation. The Newton County Sheriff says this is entirely a scam. Anyone who thinks they might have been scammed should call the Sheriff's Office number right there on the bottom of your screen.
Moving around the Ozarks for you now, with the first official day of autumn just 3 days away, if you can believe it or not, fall festivals in the Ozarks have kicked off.
Our Hannah Zettel joins us with some festive options to choose from this weekend. Good morning.
Well, good morning, guys. And even though it might not feel like fall yet, there's still plenty of ways to get in the spirit of the season without even putting a jacket on. In historic downtown Branson, folks can check out the Autumn Days Arts and Crafts Festival. In addition to kettle corn, pie, and root beer, over 80 vendors will be selling homemade items, home decor, and clothing, and even more. Musical performances and pets up for adoption will also be on site. According to Jessica Luthart with the Downtown Branson Association, while the 46th annual Autumn Days is pushing through warm weather now, it's a great opportunity to find unique items for the fast approaching holidays.
To say, well, it's about preparing. We know the fall's coming. We know the cooler temperatures are coming, so definitely you need to be ready because it's coming. And you can find a lot of great stuff here for Christmas shopping, the fall, getting ready for that for your own home or for presents for other people.
If you want to check out Autumn Days, it starts up this morning at 9 and again tomorrow at 9. It's right behind Dick's 5 and Dime downtown Branson. And if you'd like to stick to the Springfield area, Cider Days kicks off this weekend. The concert kickoff is tonight at 6 at Jordan Valley Park. Mansfield, Marshfield, and Marionville are all hosting events as well. You can find those details on ozarksfirst.com.
All right, Hannah Zettel, sounds fun. Still ahead for you this morning on Daybreak, Amazon sets a goal to go carbon neutral. And
Walgreens is testing out drone deliveries. We'll explain how coming up in your Money Watch.
From Color 10 Ozarks First, Lauren Barnes, Joe Morano, and weather with meteorologist Elisa Raffa. This is Color 10 News Daybreak.